What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel and my review for the game last night, which ended Sunderland 2, Arsenal 2. Now, this is the morning after, and I can't lie, it still pains me. That draw feels like a defeat. That draw feels like, you know, when you've been through a breakup, or you're going through a breakup with a partner, and that pain you feel, that's exactly what this feels like. And now I'm going to have to talk about it. And let me just tell you, that first half was fucking awful. That was absolutely fucking terrible, mate. It was one of the worst first halves I've seen from us, certainly this season anyway. You know, it was slow, lethargic. There was no energy. There was no zip. There was no movement in and around the box. They were just moving the ball too slowly. And I give Sunderland some credit because they were fantastic. And they come out right from the first minute and showed us how this game was going to be. We were never going to get control, certainly in that first half. We were never going to have control unless we moved the ball a bit quicker, when they were just pressing us right from the off, giving us no time on the ball whatsoever. Players just taking too long with the ball, moving it too slowly. In and around the box, there was no there was just no pizzazz in and around the box, no movement. They were taking no chances with the balls, no risks to try and play little balls through. There was just nothing. Yeah, it was just awful from us, but fantastic from Sunderland. Sunderland found themselves a goal up. And let's be honest, I really don't. Came from a free kick. Their first goal came from a free kick. From the result of a free kick, which I don't actually think. I don't think that's a free kick in any day of the year. No way is that a free kick. Not in my eyes. But anyway, Rice. Let's get into the goal itself. Declan Rice should have done better. Once the ball come over, he should have done better. He should have got to that ball, but he didn't. He allowed Dan Ballard to get to the ball, and eventually he just rifled it into the back of the net, put Sunderland 1-0 up, which they were kind of worthy of. Let's get it straight. So yeah, into the second half, I give us some credit. We came out a different team in that second half. We were moving the ball a lot quicker. There was movement in and around the box. We were taking risks with the passes. There was some lovely little through balls and stuff through in the penalty area, which were resulting in chances, decent chances as well. So for the first goal, Declan Rice actually redeemed himself, because he actually won the ball back in the Sunderland half and put the football through to Saka. I think it came. I think the assist actually came from Declan Rice, if I remember correctly. And Saka just rifled it again back into the back of the net to put us make the game 1-1. So in a little way, he kind of redeemed himself there. And then we were actually on top in the game in terms of possession and everything, chances created. We were all over them in that second half, found ourselves 1-1. And then still playing some lovely football, chasing for this win. 74th minute, I think it was. Trossard with an absolute belter. Now, Trossard's actually capable of that. So games turned on its head. All of a sudden, we are 2-1 up. and you're just thinking, go and get this third goal. Go and get the fucking third goal. Do not sit back and defend this lead. This ain't the game, because if you sit back, I actually said to my partner, who was sat there watching it with me, we need to go and get this third goal. 2-1 is not enough. We need that cushion. But we just didn't chase it. We tried to protect the lead too much. And lo and behold, what happens? Right into injury time. Brian Bobby, whatever his name is, if I remember correctly, I think that's his name, or Brobby. Gets the equaliser for them, and for the life of me, what is David Raya come running out of his line for? What is he fucking running off his line for? You come off your line, you have to get that ball. You have to get it. Because if he stays on his line, there's not much power on that. He just kind of throws his leg up and kind of just clips the ball. There's no power in the shot whatsoever. There's enough distance between him and ball for him to be able to read the ball itself. There was no way that would have gone in. So for me, I put that's a big mistake by David Raya. Now, we can't afford too many of them this season. Challenging for this league. So yeah, guys, David Raya makes a mistake, comes running off his line, doesn't get to the ball. Brobby gets his foot to the ball, back of the net. If you come off your line as a goalkeeper, you have to get to that ball. If you don't, it's either that or you stay on your line. And he made the biggest mistake by coming out for it and not getting to it. And ended up resulting in a goal. 2-2. Sunderland fans going wild. I'm going absolutely nuts. And all our hard work in the second half of getting ourselves back level, then in front, just all thrown away. And now it's a big opportunity for Liverpool or Man City today, who actually play each other. Now we're just going to have to kind of hope that game runs out a draw, so we don't lose ground on any of them. If we'd have won the result of that game, if there had to be a winner, I would have picked Man City, because that probably would have put Liverpool too far behind us. That would have put a 10-point gap between the two of us. But we failed to win. We failed to win now. If Man City win today, the game isn't a draw and there's a winner and it's Man City, they end up 4 points behind us. 4 points is nothing. You see how quickly we overturned a 5-point gap between us and Liverpool a month or so ago. In the blink of an eye, that can be turned around. So, that being said, I think if there has to be a winner, it's probably more important that Liverpool get the win today. But I think as Arsenal fans, we're just going to have to keep our fingers crossed, guys, and kind of hope that game just runs out 0-0. I just want to see that game stay 0-0 all game now. There's not much more that we can actually hope for, guys. But I'm fucking pissed off, mate. I'm absolutely pissed off. This is first thing in the morning. This is about 8:30 as I record this video. I've been up about half an hour, so but it's still hurting, guys. It's still hurting. That draw actually feels like a defeat. Feels like a defeat, and it's just hurting. You know, when we're winning games like we have been, I know we have no defined right to win absolutely every single game, but sometimes when you're top of the league and you're chasing for the title, sometimes you feel, especially when you got Liverpool and Man City hunting you down, sometimes you feel like you just have to win every game. There ain't much room for error in this league if you want to win a title. No room for error whatsoever. There's not many points that you can drop. We just have to count ourselves lucky that we've kind of built up a bit of a gap where we can maybe afford a couple of draws, maybe a defeat. But it ain't going to get any easier, is it? Next 2 league games, Tottenham and Chelsea, respectively, with Bayern Munich in the Champions League sandwiched between that. So, it's going to be tough, guys. It's going to be tough, but hopefully after this international break, we can get a few players back. Because one thing I can say, there was no real attacking options to come off the bench. With all the injuries we've got, there was no real attacking options. But we didn't really need attacking options, so to speak, in this game, because we got ourselves 2-1 in front anyway. I think Arteta made a mistake bringing, I forget who it was he took off. He made a substitution and took off a midfielder. I can't remember who it was. And brought on Mosquera and went 5 at the back. He should have just kept it as it was. We had no outlet. But it just disrupts everything when you're throwing another defender in there. They have to make space for this player, so they have to spread out. And people have to kind of move out of position a little. And it just disrupts everything. And at the same time, like I say, gives us no outlet. But there's no more to say on it, guys. Other than if you like this video, guys, please give us a thumbs up. I've got no more to say, so I'm going to end the video, guys. Give us a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Please subscribe to the channel and share the video. Share it far and wide, guys. Until next time, guys, peace out.